about fraction, but in this lesson some more extra things we are going to learn about the fraction. First of all, we will start from what is meant by fraction. See here, a fraction is a part or several equal parts. A fraction is a part or several equal parts of a whole, like 1/2, 1/3, 2/3, etc. Okay. In suppose a upon b is a fraction, then a is called as numerator. The top number is called as a is called numerator, and the bottom number b is called denominator. In fraction, top number is called as numerator and bottom number is called as denominator. So see here, suppose here one strip is there. I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Total how many parts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Total parts. In how many total parts the strip is divided? 7. So total parts will come at numerator at the bottom. Come at the bottom, that is denominator. And now suppose here I have colored these two parts. Two parts are shaded, and if I want to show the fraction of colored part, then how I can show? See here, how many parts are colored? 2. So the fraction will be 2 upon 7. And if I want to show the fraction of unshaded part, now how many parts are not shaded? See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 upon 7 is a fraction of unshaded part, and 2 upon 7 is a fraction of shaded part. That's why it is written, see, a fraction is a part or several equal parts, okay, of a whole. This is a whole. So if it is a part or several equal parts, means shade. If we are taking two shaded parts, then the fraction will be 2 upon 7, and remaining will be 5 upon 7. That is the fraction of unshaded part. So did you understand the meaning of fraction? What is meant by numerator and what is meant by denominator? Okay. See here. Now from this chart we will come to know how to write the fraction. What is the meaning of it? How to name the fraction and all. See here. First, look at this diagram. In this, how many number of shaded parts? How many parts are shaded? 1. Now, number of total parts, how many total parts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct? Now, fraction parts of total parts. So, 1 shaded part and total parts will be at denominator and shaded part at the numerator. So, how to write it? Shorter name 1/4. Yeah, 1/4. And meaning, what is the meaning of it? What is the meaning of it? 1 out of 4 parts is shaded. This is the meaning, okay, of this. Now next, see here, how many total parts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total number of parts are 5. In that, how many parts are shaded? 3. So what will be the fraction? Shaded part upon 5. That is 3 upon 5. What is the short name of this? 3. How to write it? 3/4. And what is the meaning of it? 3 out of 5. Sorry, here 5th is there, not 4. 3/5. Okay, because 5 total parts are there. So how to write 3 out of 5 parts are shaded. Okay, understood how to write the number of parts or shaded parts, then number of total parts, fraction how to write, how to write the shorter name and the meaning. In this way, they may give you any figure, and from that we have to write in this way. Okay. Now see, there are 4 friends: Jack, Tom, Dan, and Ram, and 3 pizzas are there, and we want to divide 3 pizzas equally among 4 friends. Then each friend will get how much pizza, that we have to find out. So first what we will do, we will divide the pizza into 4 equal parts. Okay, 4 equal parts. Each pizza we divide into 4 equal parts. Now if I take one part out of each pizza, now see, one will get 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and this 1, 2, 3. That means total, see how many parts of pizzas became 12. Correct? And each divide 12 by 4 friends. So what you will get? Answer 3. So each, the total parts are 12, divide it by 4, you will get the answer 3. Correct? That means each, how many, see, each friend got 3 parts out of 4 total parts. From each pizza, see here, now this one pizza is there. So how many parts one friend got? Out of 4 parts, 3 parts he got. Correct? What did I do? Total parts of 3 pizzas became 12. Friends are 4. So divided by 4. Answer we got 3. So each friend will get how much part of pizza? Out of 4, 3 parts each. See here? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That 3, and this 1, 2, 3 will, last one will get. Correct? That means out of 4 parts, 3 parts each friend will get. Okay. This we, how did we do? By using the division. So fraction as division means we can write it here. Suppose it is written 3 divided by 7. So how to write in the fraction form? 3 is divided by 7. That is 3 upon 7. Or 16 divided by 9. So how to write it? 16 divided by 9. So we can write this division in the form of fraction. Okay. See here, 3 divided by 7 is 3 upon 7. 16 divided by 9 is 16 upon 9. And if fractions are given, suppose this 1 upon 4. How can I write it in the form of division? See, 1 divided by 4. Or suppose 6 upon 5 is given. That is 6 divided by 5. Means when division form is given, we can write it in the form of fraction. And when fraction is given, we can convert it into the form of division. Follow? Now we will see one example. What fraction of a day is 8 hours? So how to write it? What fraction of a day? 8 hours. For that one day, in one day, how many hours are there? That convert. Here day is given, but in one day, how many hours are there? 24 hours, correct? So, what fraction of a day is 8 hours? So, how to write? 8 divided by day means in one day 24 hours are there. See students, always when we are writing the fraction, numerator and denominator, they should have equal units. They should be equal same units. Now one is hour and another is minute. No. Then you will not get the proper answer. Okay. Always they should be numerator and denominator should be having equal units. Now see, that's why I have converted day into hours. So how to write? Both are there in 8 tables. So 1/3. What fraction of a day is 8 hours? 1/3. Or you can write 8 upon 24 also, because now 8 and 24 both are divisible by 8. So I have divided by 8. 8 ones are 8 and 8 threes are 24. So what fraction of a day is 8 hours? 1/3. Okay, 8 hours means 1/3 of a day. So answer, how will you write? 8 hours is 1/3. 1 upon 3 means 1/3 of a day. From this example, what important thing we have learned? We have learned one important thing, that is part. That part is numerator and whole. That is denominator should be in same units. Should be in same units. Okay. This important thing we have learned from this example. A part means numerator and whole means denominator should be in same units. Now we will solve practice 5.1. In that question number 1, see here they have given the figure. So does the shaded portion represents 1 upon 2? Can we write this as 1 upon 2? See students, in the whenever fraction is there, the figure should divide into equal parts. Now see, this figure is divided into equal parts. But if I do like this, 10, does it divided into equal parts? No. So in the same way, look at here also. Here the figure is divided into 2 triangles. But this is the bigger one and this is the smaller one. So, does the shaded portion represent 1 upon 2? Can we write this as in the form of fraction? No. To form a fraction, the figure must be divided into equal parts. Then only we can we can form a fraction from that. But here it is not there. So, no, it doesn't form or it doesn't represent one upon 2. Okay, in this way we have to write. Next, see here. Identify the error if any in each of the following. Now here another figure is there. 1, 2, 3 parts are there. But are they equal? No. So shaded portion 1 upon 3. Will it show? No. Again the answer will be no. It doesn't represent is not equally divided. Okay. Next is question number 3. What fraction of an hour is 20 minutes? Now first of all, 1 hour means how many minutes? 60 minutes. See, we have discussed earlier that numerators and denominators must be in equal unit or same unit. Now here see, what fraction of an hour is 20 minutes? So hour means 60 minutes, and what is 20 minutes of 60 minutes? What the part is? So how to write 20 divided by 60? 60 minutes means 1 hour. So I have converted 1 hour into 60 minutes. Next, both numbers are divisible by 20. So the answer is 21s are 20 and 23s are 60. So what fraction of an hour is 20 minutes? 20 minutes is 1/3 of an hour. 20 minutes means 1/3 of an hour. Question number 4. What fraction of fingers of man have rings in them? Now for this question you will have to refer textbook. There it has shown total 10 fingers are there. Okay, and in 3 fingers rings are there. So see here, what fraction it will show? 3/10, because out of 10 fingers, 3 fingers having rings in them. So the answer is how to write 3/10. Now next, what fraction of a numbers from 1 to 15 are prime? Now see here, from 1 to 15 how many prime numbers are there? 1, can we count 1 as prime number? No, because 1 is neither prime nor composite. So which is, it will start from 2, 3, 5, 7, then 11 and 13. Between from 1 to 15, how many are there? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 numbers are prime numbers. So how to write the fraction? 6/15. See, what fraction of numbers from 1 to 15 are prime? So 6 out of 15 numbers, 6 are prime. So 6/15. And now both are divisible by 3. So I am writing 3 2s are 6 and 3 5s are 15. So 2/5 fraction of numbers from 1 to 15 are prime. Okay, answer is 2/5. If you are writing 6/15, then also it's correct, because out of 15 numbers 6 are prime and they ask us to write fraction of it. So answer is 6/15, or divided by 3 you will get 2/5. Next, question number 6. Dan bought 2 dozen eggs. 2 dozen eggs means total how many? 2 dozen means in 1 dozen 12 are there. So 2 dozen means 12 2s are 24. Okay. He boiled 1/3 of the eggs. What is 1/3 of 24? How to write? See, 1/3 of means into 24 is equal to 24 ones are 24 upon 3. That is, what answer will come? Or you can write just like this also. 24 ones are 24 upon 3. Now come on, divide 24 by 3, 8. That means 8 eggs are boiled. Correct? 8 eggs are boiled. And remaining eggs he used to make omelette. So what fraction of eggs did he use to make omelette? That we have to find out. That means how many eggs he used to make an omelette, that we have to find out. Therefore 24 minus 8 is equal to how much? 24 minus 8 See here, 14 minus 8, 6. 16 eggs he used to make omelette. Okay, so what is the fraction? How to write the fraction? Therefore, 6 out of 24, 16 eggs he used to make an omelette. So divides 16 by 24. Both numbers are there in which table? 8's table. Correct? So 8 2s are 16 and 8 3s are 24. So what fraction he used? 2 upon 3 of eggs he used to make omelette. Okay? This is the answer. 2 upon 3 eggs he used to make omelette. Followed? First what we have to do? 2 dozen means 24 eggs. Now 1/3 of 24 means what? So 1/3, 1 upon 3 into 24. That is 24 ones are 24 divided by 3. So 24 divided by 3, 8. 8 eggs are boiled. So how many he used for to make an omelette? So how many he used? So subtract 8 eggs from 24 total eggs. That is 16 eggs he used to make omelette. So how to write the fraction? Total number of eggs divide and 16 eggs he used for omelette. So 16 upon 24. Now you can keep this also as an answer, or now both 16 and 24 comes in eggs table. So divided. That is 2 upon 3 eggs he used to make omelette. Follow? Now see, what fraction of a kilometer is 100 meter? So here kilometer, here meter. So we will convert them into meter only. 1 kilometer is equal to how many meters? 1000 meter. Correct? Now, what fraction of a kilometer is 100 meter? That is 100 divided by 1000. So what will be the answer? What will be the answer? Both are divisible by 100. Correct? 100 ones are 100 and 100 tens are 1000. Divide and you will get the answer 1 upon 10. So what fraction of a kilometer is 100 meter? 100 meter is 1 upon 10 kilometer. Okay. Answer is 100 meter. 100 meter is 1 upon 10 kilometer. Okay.